I'm too smooth. I'm not in the mood. Tryna make moves. Tryna make moves. Bitch, I'm too smooth. I'm not in the mood. Tryna make.
Hey guys, and it's Danny DQ. Welcome back to my channel. Is nobody else not into that song? Like, I'm like super obsessed with that song. I don't know why. I know it's not like a real song, but I play it every day like it's a real song. But anywho, let's get into the video. So as you guys see, I am going to show you guys a really quick tutorial on how I am currently filling in my brows right now. And before we get into the video, I want to introduce you guys to somebody. She is new to the bunch, new to the family. Her name is Bernetta. And yes, I am talking about my wig. This here is a wig that I just purchased, and I've never worn a wig before, so if it is completely wrong, don't judge me. Please don't judge me. But I'm gonna get there. Trust me, I'm gonna get there, because I want to start wearing wigs. But her name is Bernetta, and let me tell you the backstory, because I know most of you guys call your wigs La Synthetica and whatnot, but this one here, her name is Bernetta. So I was buying my wig, right? Knowing that I don't know anything about wigs, I was like, okay, can I like straighten my wig? Can I like curl it? This, that, and the fourth. And the girl was like, oh yeah, girl, you'll be fine. You can curl it or whatever. So after I'm done like plucking my wig, I go to flat iron my wig. And let me tell you, this thing burnt. Like, I literally burnt like so much hair off of it, but it still kind of looks decent. So her new name is Bernetta. So when y'all see her on film, I want you guys to link us up in the comments and be like, hey Bernetta, how you doing, girl? I see you made it. You don't gotta do all that. Only my crazy behind would do something like that. But yes, Bernetta will be in videos with us until I get another wig, okay? But let me stop rambling. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the video. And first, before I go ahead and do anything with my brows, I went ahead and moisturized and primed my face. So that's gonna be step one. And then I'm gonna just take a spoolie brush here. And I'm just gonna brush out my hairs, just so that it's in the direction of how I want it to be. And I have a mirror right here. I'm gonna use this mirror really close because it's my brows, and you know your brows have to be fleeky, because if you don't have fleeky brows, then honey, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, so I just brushed the beginning of my brow. I brushed those hairs up, and then from the middle of my brow to the tail, I brushed those hairs down. And then what I'm going to be using today is my Anastasia brow pomade, and it's going to be in the shade Ebony. I know my light is like really bright. I don't know if you can see that, but it's in the shade Ebony. And then I'm just going to take my Sephora brush. I believe this is number 22. We're going to dip it inside of the pomade. And don't pick up too much product. You want to pick up just a little bit, because we're going to gradually build it up. Y'all, I'm not used to wearing wigs. Like, if you see me doing this like a lot in this video, like, let me know, because I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear to you, I swear I'm not. All right, so what I normally do, I line the bottom of my brows first. So we're gonna go from the front, drag it down to the tail. And my brows are not identical at all, so I normally like for my brows to kind of mimic this brow here, because this is, I like the shape of this brow. This brow always seems to like not grow quick enough, so I always have enough hairs for it to be shaped how I want. And then this one never has enough brow hairs, so that's why I love filling in my brows. So I'm just gonna take the remainder of the product that I have from that brush. I'm gonna mostly start with the tail. I'm gonna put most of that product in the tail. And then whatever I have left, I'm just gonna kind of like drag it up to fill in the rest of my brows. Now the end of my brow, I'm gonna take like really light strokes and I stroke that up. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our right brow and do the same thing that we did before. So we're gonna line the bottom and drag it onto the tail. Like, I do not have a shape at all with this brow. It's like super sickening. Alright, so you guys see how I filled in my brows and they're still like not identical after I filled them in. But that's okay because we're gonna go in with concealer and we're gonna clean it up. So I'm just gonna take a angled brush, and this brush is from Morphe, and I'm gonna go in with my Colourpop concealer in Deep Dark 52, and I'm gonna clean up the bottom first. So I'm gonna take that brush, and instead of putting the product directly underneath my brow, I'm gonna take my brush and dip it onto the brush to pick up the product. And I'm gonna start with my left brow and clean it up. So you wanna get as close as you can to your brow hairs. And then me, I like to drag the concealer out past the beginning of my brow, because I like to clean up the front. I like the feathered look. So the product that I have right here, I'm gonna use that to blend out the beginning of my brow. Okay, so this is the hard part. The hard part on this one here is trying to get this brow to mimic this one. So what I'm gonna do, like right here, I'm not gonna go like right underneath the brow here. I'm gonna drag it across so that it's even, but I'm gonna leave a little bit of space from where I drew that brow. Got milk, ho, got beef. That song is like all up in my head. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my other Colourpop concealer, and this is in Rich 75. And I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna use the same exact brush. And I'm going to clean up the left brow first, and then we're gonna go over to the right. So what I did first here, so I added concealer right above where I filled in my brows, and then I dragged that down so that there's not like a lot of product right above my my pomade, so it doesn't take away the color. And then after I put that there, I'm just gonna drag the brush down to the tail so it can kind of like be really sharp and crisp and even. That's what's most important. Okay, so now with this brow, this right here is just lifted just a little bit higher than this one. So I'm gonna start right here, use that concealer to chop it down just a little bit, and then drag it down just like what I did with this one here. Now I don't like to draw a super long outrageous tail for my brow because I feel like I don't need a really long rat tail brow. Some people like it, and if you like it, and if that's what floats your boat, then that's great for you. But for me, I don't really like that, so I'm not gonna do that. So now what I'm doing is going over with another shade in the Colourpop concealer in Deep Dark 58. And this is just a darker concealer that's closer to my complexion. And I'm just going over like the top of my brow and also right here, so that when I blend it out, because I'm not going to be putting on like any eyeshadow or anything, so I want it to kind of be like as natural as it can be, and I don't want to have too much bright concealer underneath my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with a shader brush here. I'm going to wet that with Matte Fix Plus, because when I blend it out, I want it to blend into my skin. And since I have dark circles, I have to like blend it all the way down, like all the way down to conceal like my circles. And my dark circles is like a hereditary thing. Like everybody, not everybody, but most of everyone on my dad's side, we all kind of have like dark circles around our eyes, or our eyelids are really dark. All right, so I blended that out. I'm gonna take it all the way up. I think it's blended out. What y'all think? Yeah, and it's not too bright. I don't have like a really like bright overcast over my brows, so that's what I was kind of going for. So when I'm not wearing like any foundation or anything, this is kind of like how I do my brows. But if I was going in with like eyeshadow and if I needed to prime my eyes, I would just leave that the bright under eye concealer right on my eyes and go ahead and start doing my eyeshadow. So now I'm just gonna take that same concealer that I have on the brush, because remember I said I like that feathered look on my brow, and then I blend out the front, so I don't have that boxy look in the front. All right, so I'm not gonna stop right there, because you guys know by now I'm very extra, so I have to take that one step up a notch. And this step I learned from Alyssa Forever. I remember I was watching her video, maybe it was like a year and a half ago, maybe, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. She had a updated brow routine as well, and what she was doing is she was putting mascara on her brows, and I was like, why is she putting mascara on her eyebrows? Like, that don't make any sense. And then I continued to watch the video, of course, because I watch all of their videos. I watched the video, and then I seen that when she put the mascara on her brow, like her hairs look super realistic rather than, you know, just like painted on. I was like, okay, I see what she did here. I see what she did, and I did it after that, and I love it. I do it like every day. So it doesn't matter like what kind of concealer that you use. I am going in with a black concealer because I like the dark brow look. So I'm just gonna use the Balm's concealer, and I don't know, I guess it's called, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's called SCUBA. That's what it has on the packaging. But this is the mascara here that I'm using, and this is from the Balm. I know it's from the Balm, so that's a definite. I'll figure it out and I'll put it down in the description box below. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of that product off, because I don't want too much product on here. All I wanna do is add a little bit of the mascara so that my brows can be more realistic. So I use the brush from here, and I use really, really light strokes. And I go over my brows like this. So I skip the beginning of my brow, because as you first use the brush tip, it's gonna have a lot of product. So I wanna get as much of the product off of the brush that I can. And then now I'm gonna go in. Really light. Make sure you're doing it really, really, really light. And this is really hard for me because I'm like very heavy-handed, and I can be a little excessive with the product. So I know if I can do it, I know you guys can do it for a fact. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with the other brow and do the same exact thing. And make sure that when you are doing this, you're brushing your brow hairs in the direction that you want it to be, because when it dries down, it's gonna kind of dry down, like really dry. And after it does that, you're not gonna be able to brush it out anyway. So I'm gonna go back in with that spoolie and I'm gonna brush my brow hairs with that, just so it's going in the same direction, and also so I can get some of that black off of it. Like I feel like it was a little too harsh. And I'm just gonna go in the front and brush this out. Brush it outward. Alright guys, so that is my brow routine. What do you guys think? Do you like my brows? I think they're really cute. Like, I really like the feathered brow look. I'm like into stuff like that. It's nice and dark. I really like dark brows. I really don't like really light brows because my brow hairs are like really thin as it is. So if I can get it to be drawn in and if I can get it to be darker, that's what I'm doing, honey. But yeah, so this is my brow routine here. Let me know if it was really easy for you. I will try to do another one if anything changes with my brows. But for now, like, I love this brow routine. I'm gonna keep doing it until I find something different. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you guys are watching my videos and give it a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below, tell me what you want to see from me and in the future, and also make sure you hit that notification bell so you're not missing any videos, okay? Bye guys.
Got steak, ho, got cheese.